Hi, I'm Reverend Dr. Renee Wingate Sims, woman, wife, mother to three teenage boys, minister, and meditation teacher. Now, when I'm providing pastoral care for people, especially for moms, and I'm trying to get a read on how they're doing, rather than asking, "How are you doing?" I often lead with, "Girl, how are you sleeping?" Science shows that the quality and quantity of sleep we get impacts our lives in so many different ways. Sleep is critical to our well being. There's so much research about what a lack of sleep does to us, so it's really important that we talk about what we can do to get more and a better quality of sleep. So, we're going to talk about a few tips for better sleep, then, we're going to do a guided sleep meditation together. So, let's get into it. The CDC and the National Sleep Foundation report that about 1 in 3 adults in the United States report not getting enough rest or sleep every day. And an estimated 50 to 70 million Americans have chronic or ongoing sleep disorders. Not getting the recommended 7 to 9 hours of sleep every day puts you at risk for certain health issues like diabetes, obesity, heart disease, and cancer. Sleep is necessary. It also impacts your mental health. A lack of sleep leaves us more prone to depression and anxiety and poor decision making. So, one thing we can do is to create a better set of habits or a routine. Some call it sleep hygiene. That means a few things, like consistently going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, getting regular physical activity, but avoiding heavy exercise within 2 hours of bedtime, avoiding large meals before bedtime, making your bed a sleep time or sexy time only zone. Now, that means avoiding reading, watching TV, working, or other activities there. And speaking of electronics, put down the phone, tablet, computer, or Kindle at least 30 to 60 minutes before bed because they can make it harder to fall asleep. And this one is especially for the perimenopausal or menopausal ladies out there. Cool pajamas and a cool fan, y'all, it can be a game changer. Other things that can help you get to sleep are a sound machine with sounds like the ocean or crickets or white noise, an aromatherapy diffuser using essential oils like lavender or jasmine. Stretching and meditation before bed can be really helpful too. We'll talk about meditation in just a moment. So, those are just a few tips that can enhance your sleep hygiene and help you get more and better sleep. Now, those were practical tips, but here's a spiritual one. We often tell people that when you can't sleep, you should just pray. But when you're anxious or depressed, it's really a lot harder to pray. Can't sleep, can't pray, get anxious. Or get anxious, can't pray, can't sleep. And then we get stuck in a doom loop. So you've got to disrupt the loop. When you're staring at the ceiling or scrolling on your phone or binge watching your show or checking your child's location on Find My, I know I'm not the only one that does that. Come on, somebody. Try settling your mind instead by meditating on scriptural passages like this. In peace I will lie down and sleep. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. Psalms 4 and 8. You will keep in perfect peace those whose mind are steadfast because they trust in you. Isaiah 26 and 3. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Proverbs 3 and 24. Try spending time just rolling one or two of those passages around in your head. Saying them out loud or in your head begins to do something. It charges the atmosphere around you. It challenges the doom loop of intrusive thoughts in your head. It changes your internal monologue. It's an invitation to the Holy Spirit to come and give you peace. All of that to say, put those practical and spiritual tips together and see won't God meet you at your point of need. Now, in just a few moments, I'm going to lead us in a guided meditation for sleep. But before I do, I want to mention other meditation tools you can use. There are several apps available in your App Store that can help with sleep. The first one I got to plug because I'm part of it. It's called the Healthy Minds Program. I'm a collaborator and meditation guide on it, and hey, it's free. Healthy Minds is an app that sits at the intersection of neuroscience and contemplative faith traditions. It focuses on 4 areas of well being: awareness, compassion, insight, and purpose. Another app is Smiling Mind. It's also free and has good sleep meditations for adults and kids too. The rest of these are subscription based with free trial periods. Calm. Certain health plans, like Kaiser Permanente, offer Calm for free, and teachers in some school districts get it free as well. Headspace is another, and Abide is a Christian app, but just a warning that it's a bit pricey. You can find sleep meditations on YouTube, but as with everything I'm mentioning, check it out first while you're fully awake to see if it's a good fit for you and aligns with your faith and your sleep goals. All right, you can pause this video and come back when you're ready for bed. Settle into a comfortable sleep position. Close your eyes. Now take a few slow, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, slowly filling up your lungs, holding for a moment, then exhaling completely. As you breathe, notice the flow of air through your nostrils, then into your lungs, and back out again. If your mind wanders during the meditation, just notice it and bring your thoughts back to your breath. Let's start by gently scanning your body from the head down to your toes. How does your body feel? Are there any places of tension or pain? Aches and pains or other challenges may be present, but there's no need to try to change it. Just notice these things without judgment. Beginning with your head, notice how the top of your head feels. Then your eyes, your ears. Loosen your jaw if there's any tension there. Notice your neck. Move your head a bit side to side on your pillow and loosen any tension in your neck. Now move down to your shoulders. Notice your right shoulder. Move it just a bit to loosen any tension there. And down your right arm to your elbow, to your right wrist, to your hand. Wiggle your fingers a bit. See how that feels. Now let's do the same thing for your left shoulder. Move it just a bit to loosen any tension there. and down your left arm to your elbow, your wrist, and your hand. Wiggle your fingers a bit. Notice how it feels without judgment. Move on to your torso. How does your chest feel? Notice the subtle movement of your body as you breathe in and out. Release any tension there more and more with each breath. Move down to your hips and notice how they feel. See if there's any tension there and let it go. How does your right leg feel? Move down to your right knee, to your ankle, and your foot. Wiggle your toes a bit, letting any tension float away with each wiggle. And on to your left leg. Move down to your left knee, to your ankle, to your foot. Wiggle your toes a bit, letting any tension float away with each wiggle. Now consider your whole body. If there are any points of tension in your muscles anywhere, see if you can focus in on that. Envision the muscle relaxing more and more as you breathe in and out, and let your body completely relax. Feel the points where your body meets the bed. Feel the connection to the bed and the sheets or blanket. Now that we've completed the body scan, let's shift the focus back to the breath, in and out. The complex systems of the body make it possible for you to feel this breath and this breath and the next breath, and so on. Take a moment now to appreciate all your body is doing to allow you to breathe. Now, our bodies may not always function the way we'd like, feel the way we'd like, or look the way we'd like, but they're doing the very best they can to keep us alive. Give God thanks for the way your body works to sustain you. And return to the breath. See if you can follow the movement of your breath as it flows through your nose, deep into your lungs, and back out again. It's the end of the day. Take a moment to reflect on all that happened today. No need to judge the day as good or bad. Just take a look back. As you reflect, see if you can recall a moment where you saw or felt God's grace. Just one moment. Now give God thanks for God's grace, however you perceived it. If you struggle to find a moment of grace, know that today was a day that you weren't promised. Give thanks. Now take one more deep breath and see if you can trace it as it flows through your nose, deep into your lungs, and back out again. And with this breath, see if you can sink a little deeper into relaxation. I want to honor you for taking the time to care for yourself. Now I'm going to leave you here because it's time to go to sleep. Good night.